Let's talk a little bit about a dynamic warm-up and what the purpose of a dynamic warm-up is. So basically here, we're trying to get away from the static, slow stretching that athletes do before a competition, before a practice. Data suggests that what we really need to be doing is turning on the muscles, making sure that that nervous system is talking directly to the muscle so that those muscles can be activated prior to a competition, prior to a practice, rather than this slow stretching routine that a lot of athletes are used to doing. And I think what we need to understand is that there is a connection between that nervous system and the musculature, and the ability to get that communication going early can be a way in which the body is adaptable to the changes that we see on the field, to the changes that we see in the court. We also want to be able to have the muscles move throughout a full range of motion. So in other words, we want to have that being done on a speed which is more consistent to what the athlete's going to see within the competition or within the practice. And that's going to help also activate these connections with the muscles. So basically the goal is to work on getting the body as well as the musculature that is going to be used in which sequence it's going to be used to get that pump primed for whatever activity is to come. And that's going to help with overall increased performance and hopefully decreasing the injury rate. All right, looking more closely at our dynamic warm-up, here what you'll see is just taking the trunk and flexing it down and scooping forward and stretching out those hamstrings. So this can be done in a kind of non-mobile situation where you're just doing it in place, or you can do this so like in a basketball athlete, doing it to the three-point line from the end line and then walking our way all the way out and then coming back and doing the other side as well. And then in addition to that hamstring scoop, here's what's called a walking side lunge. So just side lunging all the way out and then side lunging all the way down, creating a good flexion at the trunk, good stable knee position as well. Next exercise in a dynamic warm-up that I like to see is a walking side rotational lunge. So just doing a nice lunge, so good 90-90 positioning of the knees, and then a trunk rotational position as well is a nice part of the functional movement. And then lastly here, what we're seeing is a walking toe touch. So just stepping forward, touching the toe, coming all the way through. This is a good example of a walking toe touch to develop some flexibility and motion prior to a workout.